Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep. You join us on another beautiful day in the game, but you also join us on a very much refreshed map. So the islands on the horizon that surround us now are all new islands for us to explore. In fact, our home island has been refreshed. We edited it a few episodes ago. We made it a bit more compatible with the game in its current state, and through the magic of YouTube, most of the things that we collected and or built are here, including the house and the brook station and the little furnace thing. So we have our veranda, let's run inside, we have our bed, but there are some things notably missing, like a bunch of wooden crates. Some of the things that went missing between updates, like the loom and the tanning rack, are back. They disappeared under the world, but the meat smoker, the stills, and the fuel still boiler are still here. So nothing's been added to the game that shouldn't be here. We have our boat. I think the surfaces may have been sticks instead of planks, but it's basically the same configuration as we had before. We have our raft. Piggies are here, and we have a gyrocopter on the beach somewhere with its little landing pad. So apart from that, this is our home island. This is the island of Hobbes Rest, which is available for download in the video description, and I think we've done a good job. Let's just do a quick once around the island. So the bushes have all been removed and strategically replaced because they had a massive overhaul and they became ground cover, as Tarwanian put it. The main area, the main area where I tend to store my boats, has been modified. This is now wider and deeper for us to land our boats in, because the game has a weird propensity, is that the right word? It really likes to put rocks in the way, the big sort of sea stacks. So we've made it so that it's probably a little easier to get a boat in. You're still going against the current, so sorry about that. Obviously, because it's a refreshed island and a refreshed world, in fact, a lot of the loot that we placed on the island has now returned. Nice. We did, one of the corrections we had to make was a lot of coastline smoothing it off and making sure the water mesh didn't break because of the new tide system. The tide is out at the moment, but this beach will become flooded when the tide is in. We have a little telltale sign of a shipwreck. Now that's one of the visible shipwrecks. Oh, hey, hello, buddy. The blacktip reef sharks. Now you cannot place them in the world. Oh, there's a poisoned spiny boy. Yep. But the wreck is one of the I think 3 wrecks off of this island that can be swum to, which is nice. This beach obviously got smoothed out. Although it still shelves fairly sharply. One of the world trees. Yes, what happens when you take a couple of the new ficuses and stick them together. This stuff around them, which is like jungle vine, it works quite well. We didn't place that. The game will place a bunch of stuff. So this fishing hole, which for some reason has a blacktip reef shark in it. Okay. But the idea with behind this originally was you could spear fish in here, and it was a different fish system when I made it, and it was still deep enough to get the fish in here, but nowadays it's a safe island, so you probably don't actually need it. This wet sand will become flooded at high tide. Gyrocopter pretty much as before. No fuel on it because the magic of YouTube. It's kind of technically new, but it's not new. Island, which you can swim to with its new ficus tree. We've been there before. The island won't get swamped in a storm. The rock tower will, because the island has a bit of land mesh in it. Anything with the mesh, the waves collapse onto. Anything that doesn't have it, any structures you place at sea, the waves will just go straight over. Our inland... Wow, I always forget the name of this thing. Inland sort of swampy area. The mangrove swamp. Originally the mangrove swamp, with the ficuses that were supposed to overhang. We've now got overhanging ficuses. There's still a few gaps in the water texture, the water mesh, but it's harder to spot now. I think we've done a good job here. moving inland. So one of the features of the island are the old Iron Age ruins, and we've got a little walkway here. There's a Mr. Piggy's, and then this area here we flattened off so we could get more farms in. I think it's kind of worked. So it's the same number of farms as we had before. I've just moved them in, same type of farms. So we've got Aloe, Pipi, Kwawa, Kura, and Kura. And then we have the 4 potato plots that we had before. Potato, 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 and potato. Mr. Pigs. I changed the spawn locations because they kept getting stuck down by like the island, the inlet. The inland river. It's a river and it's inland, and the rock hides one of the holes in the water mesh. Yeah, when you get gaps close to shore, sometimes the mesh gives up and you can just see underneath it, but it seems to work. So we got a tree. We've got a little burial chamber. Again, little Iron Age burial chamber with the extra yucca that we put in, but also the potato, because the potatoes weren't spawning when we initially made this island. So the yuccas are back. It's nice. Item ID changed or something because they all got removed. If we look out to sea, one of the hidden or more hidden wrecks is out there. I think it's less hidden because of the tide. But normally you would only see that bloop, if there was a storm. It's a beautiful wreck though. So yeah, we'll probably come out and loot it at some point. And then a little trench that it sits in, because why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? And then obviously there's the abyss beyond. With the black tip reef sharks. And now we're drowning. Okay, let's swim back to land. Boom! We break the surface. Did a little not surface swimming? Nah, whatever. So on top of the little burial chamber, we've replaced the yuccas to trees that should have been there. We also changed the habitable bushes to more habitable ground cover. Nice. It's one of the areas that had to have more trees and stuff added to it to make it interesting, and also the yucca to bring people up here. Banana plant looks surprisingly good. Cool. Just moving around the island. Obviously, poison starfish boy. And the game does look like putting those in. Even if you have safe island, it's gonna do that. It's gonna go and make your island terrible. Our submarine, or attempted a submarine, because it's 2 wrecks. The game wants to put wood crates on them, and you find that wood crates tend to spawn randomly or throw themselves all over the place. I think it still works. We had to remove the propeller from the back because the engine system has been changed and you no longer get propellers. We do have one of our offshore islands. Let's go and have a look over there, because that's one of the things that got itself changed. Why not? So the rock arch still works, and then over here it just got a little bit tidied up. The bushes got moved, and I can tell you that beyond here is absolutely nothing. There is an abyss down there, because this is the very edge of the island mesh. Beyond here, foul beasties lie, the ones with lots of teeth. They go nom 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 nom. I'm going to eat your face off. Nice. It's getting late in the day. Well, no, 2:30. Yeah, it's fairly late. Yeah, so we pulled the beach out here a little bit. Mr. Krabs, are you stuck? I don't think you're stuck. So this beach got widened because it was just feeling a little bit narrow, just a little bit too je ne sais quoi. So yeah, we come back round and back to the little inlet. These rocks obviously here because there was a problem with the water mesh, and I just didn't want to fix it. Nice. There is one more feature that I don't know if we've ever been to. It's like 3 o'clock. The light's not great, but I think the bubbles on the surface kind of give it away. Bloom, bloom. I'm a little bit worried that big sharks can come in from other zones, but yeah, there's another wreck out here. So if you're swimming around thinking, you know what, I'm looking for another wreck, There is, in fact, there are 3 wrecks off the coast. Are we drowning? I think we might actually be drowning. Boom, and then we're back up again. Cool. So that's basically what we've done. Just made it so the tides can interact with the island easier, and made it so that, yeah, there's more stuff on the island. So there's more things that you can use to get water and various bits and pieces. So that's cool. And obviously the trees have been fixed. We've fixed a load of stuff. It took a few episodes. Interestingly, the tide's not come in yet. I think it's gone even further out, if you can believe it. Yeah, this beach is drier than it was when we walked past. So I guess the tide was on its way out. If you are making yourself an island, then it's a little bit tricksy, because you'll see the tide or the water interacting with the shore at a certain level, and then you've got to make sure it interacts with the shore in the same way at high tide. So at high tide, all of this should be flooded. We haven't been up here yet, so this is one of the standing stone areas. World tree there. I added a few more bits and pieces up here just to give the hill, make the hill look a little less sparse. Standing stone, a little bit of aloe. Nice. And then obviously you got your rock bridge off to a little island, and another one of the world trees, which is just 2 ficuses stuck together. It's nice to be back in the game. It's nice to be back in the game, and we can go and explore stuff. Let's go. Well, actually, one of the things we've got to make sure we've got is plenty of fuel. We might have enough fuel to go on a helicopter trip. Oh yeah, there is another standing stone circle. Obviously, because we just kind of glanced at it, but this is a literal circle of standing stones with the 2 stones in the middle. It's oh yeah, and since we're talking about that, we can go inland. Hello seagulls. How are you doing? Yeah, so you can miss them if you're not looking for them. But the little roundhouses with the little fire pits are still here. So easy to miss them. So you got a little circle of stones, and then in the center of each of them, which is really hard to see at this time of day, is a little fire pit. So I think are there 3 of these? There's at least 2 of them, and then we've got this sort of midden trench here. So yeah, all the Iron Age ruins are intact. 1, 2 trench. I think there might only be 2 of them. I think there's only 2 of them. Okay. What? Piggy. Very piggy. But the sun is now setting on another beautiful day in paradise. I'd say paradise, but let's put the sail up. For some reason, the game really likes to have the sail down when you first enter the game. And then, that's the time, 1721. And then it goes, oh, you know what, I'm only joking. It's not actually doing anything. So you put it down, but it's actually putting it up again. Ooh, I'm just a crazy, crazy game. So the sun really is going down on another beautiful day. How many days have we survived? 0 days survived. Yes, well, not quite, because we've survived quite a few 100 days at this point. That's what happens when you have to refresh the map. I could change that. You could edit the save game and change that to 1,000,000 days survived, but I'm not going to. Yet. I'm not even going to go back through all the old episodes to work out how many days we've actually survived, because we haven't been eaten yet, or I don't think we've died in this playthrough, and it's only been 2 years, so cool. Time, we've only got like 4 minutes of light left, so the sun is descending down. One of the things I really like is if you watch the water mesh at work, watch the sea at work, the waves are actually different. They're all different heights. So you get big waves and small waves and waves the size of your head, and it's kind of relaxing just to fast forward through. Boop. Cool. So I've got some fruit. I may as well eat that. What are we doing on food and water? Food and water is not too bad. The house is looking house-y. The landing pad's looking landing pad-y. I mean, of course it is. There's certain things that just don't change. So we've got our little triforce of lights that we put here. Boop. So technically we could come and land in the dark. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. Another! There should be a few lights here as well. Just for mood lighting on our... Ah! Pig! Mood lighting on our farms. They are cool. Cool. I can't remember how many lanterns we found. We had quite a few anyway. So there's one on the beach, just to light everything up. There's a ton of junk on the beach. A ton of junk in the trunk. Everything in here. Yep. One on each wall, inside and outside on the veranda. It's quite pleasant, actually. And then here we have our stuff. Water. And the fuel. Oh, we got a bit of fuel. Ah, we can go for a flight. Probably not through the night, but definitely a flight to where we can... Oh, the moon's looking nice. Let's get some fuel. I got some fuel. Nice. It's actually probably quite good that we've refreshed the map in its entirety, because we've removed quite a few items from the game itself, so the game's not having to render so much. This island's not too bad in terms of slowness when you look left and right. It might be... I mean, the amount of stuff you put on a custom island is going to affect the frame rate. I think we found with Deep Blue Sea, the other map that we created, there's a lot of stuff on that island, and I think it might even be too much, which is ironic considering how many rocks make up this particular island. And there's an awful lot of stuff here. And then we made one called Blue Hole, and that one runs like a dream because there's basically all water. So we have... I think we've probably got fuel in that one as well. Nice. We got some spear gun arrows. We got a knife. Let's have the fruit. 2 and 3. Well, it's close enough. What is the time, in fact? It's nearly 8 o'clock. If we sleep now, it'll be an hour before the dawn. It's going to be dark, whatever we do. So let us save. And let us sleep. Sleep. And as we awake, it's actually looking pretty sweet out there. I do like building houses with these half walls to give you the big windows. I know there is like a window section of wall, but if you're going to have a house on a desert island, why would you not have it all open? I don't understand. Technically, we could put something up there, like a wooden half wall, and then just not build it up, and then it would look like it's supporting the roof. That might actually work. Torche. Somewhere we have a hoe. No, there's the hoe. Somewhere we have a spear gun. We could probably make some more spear. I mean, there's a ton of stuff left over from building just general stuff. Not that we didn't have a ton of stuff anyway before, so let's make spear gun arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. How many spear gun things? We've got 12. Okay, cool. Oh, the sun's coming up. Let's go and do the sunny thing. Let's look for the sun. I think it arrives. Hello, pig. It's nice that the pigs are spawning properly now. So it arrives over here. For I have, in the past, stood on this headland and said, "Welcome back to Stranded Deep." Because, you know, sun rises up, you gotta have a look at it. There we go, snaps in. The clouds light up. It is beauteous. There's a little bit of God rays going on, a little bit of world rays coming from the sun, being that it is the light source for the world. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I think there's more than one light source. I think... because otherwise the shadows would be completely black. Not sure how that works. Primary, secondary, primary and tertiary. Ooh. Who knows? Who cares? We have things to do. We have things to do. So, let us bravely... I thought the game had labelled that wrong for a second. I was looking at it as like, yucca? But it's because we were standing in the yucca. Alright. Ah! It was a bit of rock. I thought it was a... Oh, it's a crab. There are crabs on this beach. I don't know how they interact with the structure. That was weird. So we have our gyrocopter, which is how they never say gyrocopter in France. We have a couple of fuel cans, so we will beep you up. Is that now empty? Yeah, that's full. That's empty, so we will drop the empty one on the beach. Boop. I was going to say we're on sunburn. We're all on fire. If we do this, so that's 100% fuel. Why have we got 2 torches? We've got a hammer. We got a kniffy. We've got a spear gun arrow. We don't have much space to carry stuff. I mean, no, I don't care. Food and water. I think we might have an embarrassment of rations somewhere. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine whatever we do. We're just going to go on a quick trip. Just a quick trip. Just a quick trip. Just a quick trip. I don't know why I'm shaking my head. Just a quick trip. See if we can still use a gyrocopter. Did we save? Wow, my god, that's loud. Okay, space goes up. Where are we going? I believe that's a starting island. So, should we just go this way? Yeah, let's go this way. Ah, the house. In fact, the island looks pretty... Did I just hit the altitude limit for this? I was going to say the island is pretty sweet from up here. But, okay. I think we definitely have an altitude limit. Starting island. Not starting island. And then those are diagonals, so let's go this way. Keep an eye on our fuel. We should have enough to get there and back on a single tank. But the gyrocopter does rip through fuel like... I was going to say like a teenager through a credit card, but that's really unfair to teenagers. There are some really... Let's lose some height, because I think it's got a problem with the altitude. I was thinking of nice things to say about teenagers, and then I was just like, no, the things like, you're going to die now. That's what you get for being nice about people. So we are moving at a fair clip. At some point, Mr. Shark is going to turn up. Here's a question that I do not know the answer to. I do know an answer to a different question, which I will answer just momentarily, but I don't know if sharks can actually follow you between island tiles. A question that I have... Yes! Please. I want that. I want you. But I don't know how to get you back to my island. Yeah, cool. Oh, it's a little container. And we might have to magic of YouTube that back to our island. Okay. So if we come down, let's get this thing stopped. We've only used a quarter of a tank. So stop engine. Stand up immediately. Is that... Okay. I'm wondering if the... Is that different music? It's got more of a Celtic vibe to it. I mean, it's loud as balls, but it's got a real Celtic vibe to it. Okay. Oh yeah, the answer to a question that nobody asked. Can you get rid of islands if you have a game going on? Like to refresh the world? The answer is kind of not as simple as you might think, because... Can we get up here just by jumping? Now we're in the sea. There's probably a shark around here. The answer is basically that you can go to the cartographer and your 5x5 square, grid square. So the 25... there's a big wreck out there. The 25 island tiles. You can select a custom island, and you can straight delete the island just by pressing delete. And what that will do is it will replace that island with a randomly generated island. So yeah, technically, there's a snake. Of course, there's a snake. We can't have nice things. Right. We are going to need to... Okay, cool. We're going to need to get some fibrous leaves on the go. Okay. Is that enough? 1 of 3. Three fibrous leaves. 4 fibrous leaves. Right, so we should be able to quick craft a lashing, which can't go in inventory because ass. Ugh. I don't know why I shivered because of the snake. Ugh, I don't know. It's just weird being away from home island and then suddenly everything is trying to kill you. That's why I didn't put snakes on home island. It's like, I don't want to put snakes on home island. Right, okay. We should be able to craft ourselves a we need palm fronds. No, that's exactly what I was doing. I was autopiloting my way to a crude axe. Okay, that's what I need. Not that I need a crude axe. There we go. There we go, because we want to make ourselves a quick shelter. And it's really tricky to make a shelter if you need to chop down a palm tree and you can't. So let's chop you down. Oh, there's a piggy. Piggy, source of leather and bacon. And if you take bacon and wrap it around a chicken breast and add a bit of cheese, you get brickyard chicken. Which is delightful. It's like pigs in blankets, but you use a chicken breast instead of the sausage. Okay, fine. Well, we're learning things today. I mean, what else do you need to learn? We're hitting a palm bunch. We're getting palm fronds. 3, 4. And we need sticks. We got a freaking trunk here. I could tell you that if you are at work and you're needing a podcast to get you through the day, there is one that I've been listening to called My Favorite Murder, which is pretty sweet. Probably not one for kids though. Not because of the content, just because of all the swearing that goes on. It's not a hard thing to listen to, but it's yeah, there's going to be a bit of swearing, just in case you are a delicate flower. We'll put the fuel there because we need to pick things up. Yeah, it's a good podcast though. And I've also yeah. So if you're a parent, you might want to put your hands over your kids' ears now. There is another podcast called, I think it's My Dad Wrote a Porno. It's hilarious, and also, if you have a cringe gland, it's gonna fall off. You're gonna have to see a doctor about that. It's as bad as you imagine it would be. So let's do that. How many lashings do we need? Booping ourselves a shelter. We'll put you here, so we can save. So what happens when you leave home without the right tools? I mean, we could fly back, but it's a waste of everyone's thing. Why am I dropping that there? Don't know, because we have too much stuff already. So we'll use this as a base of operations. Oh, you delicate flower, you. I mean, it's, what is it? Oh, well, I suppose it's 40 degrees Celsius. You are actually on fire. And you're going to run out of food and water like nobody's business. You complete ass. Ah! I wonder if there's enough aloe on this island to make sunscreen. Probably not. Let's get you. Oh! Hey, snake. I know I need to cool down. Stop being an ass about it. We are going to do this real quick. Oh yeah. Boom. Pick up the arrow first, pick up the coconut, then get ourselves a knife and go and find a lashing. I think it's, yeah, we need a lashing. Yeah, I know, I've got sunstroke. Stop telling me. There's a snake there. I can't see him. We're just going to take that and then run away. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Fibrous leaves, run away, run away, run away, run away. And pick up some more fibrous leaves. I mean, these new islands are kind of the same as the old good islands, but not the same as the bad islands that used to be. You know what I mean. And now we can make, should be able to make some salve and...
Just what I need.
Just what I need. We got sunblock just in time because we were going to die. We were going to die. There we go. So we can get on doing what we were about to do. What we were about to do. There's the crabs. Hey, buddy. Buddy, 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 buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we were going to have a look at this container. I don't think there's ever anything inside them. They're not like a loot chest, but this would be sweet to have on our home island. Boom. It would. I don't think you can take the base, but you can take the walls. Yeah, you can take the walls and the door, but I don't think you can take the roof. No, I don't think the roof is a... So technically you could hammer that open, off, hammer it off, hammer it open. Just hammer away, sail away. Ugh. We didn't swim. Let's go. I'm trying to get on the boat without going around the other side because I don't think we can. I think just the way it's positioned. I think we're having a problem with the island rendering in the background as well. If we aim towards the butt of the boat. Can we just walk around? Oh yeah, no, I feel like a prize dumbass. Let's have a look on the inside of our boat. Ooh, it's Mr. Shark. Is Mr. Shark's around? This would be a perfect anti-Mr. Shark's position. No, there's a sea snake. Hey, sea snake. How are you doing? The music stopped. Where did the music stop? Where's the music gone? I'm not seeing a tiger. I know there's going to be at least 2 on this island. I know there's 2 on this island because that's how the islands are created. But they're probably further out. I think they spawn further out than here, just because maybe because of the tide system, or maybe because they kept swimming under the island. I know you're out there. I know you're out there. I tell you what. Why don't we leave it here? So, yeah, I'm totally going to leave it here. Why am I asking a rhetorical question? It's going to be days before anyone even answers. If you're liking the series, definitely leave a little like, leave a subscribe. And if you do subscribe, click the little bell because that will give you notifications when videos go live. And you know what? I'll catch you next time.